gonna find you. Hey student, watch this video and learn 3 expressions with the word trip that you should know. If you don't know me very well, hello, I'm teacher Prix, and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Make sure to subscribe to my channel because every week I post different kinds of English lessons to help you become a better and more confident English speaker. And today, as I said, we're gonna work on vocabulary. You're going to learn different ways to use the word trip, okay? Now guys, here on my channel, I help specific students at a pre-intermediate and intermediate level. So that's usually where I help students, you know, at this moment on their journey. I like to say that this is the moment when students are stuck because they know some English, they can understand some English, but they don't know how to keep going. And this is the profile I help. And guys, here vocabulary is going to be part of your life, of your everyday practice. There's no escape, okay? This is something you cannot escape from. And one thing that I like to emphasize is quality always beats quantity. I could come here and tell you, well, 20 expressions with the word trip, 30 expressions, but no, let's focus on quality. And as I always say, I say a lot of things. I always say a lot of things, okay? To learn a lesson, I must use it. So watch this lesson, take notes, and at the end, post one example in the comments using the words the expressions you're going to learn here. That's how you learn, okay? Now, this is something that I do with my BSA. When I tell my students, I call my students BSA, Baby Sardine in the Area, from my academy. And when I tell them to learn a lesson, I must use it. That's what I mean. So in our platform, you know, they have a vocabulary lesson. In every module, they have vocabulary. They learn new words, expressions, phrasal verbs, advanced stuff. And then they have to post examples. They create examples, connecting them with their lives, 100% in English, no translation, and that's how they unlock their English fluency. They go from stuck to speaking. They master their journey to fluency. Now, that being said, the first one, to trip, well, you're just gonna see the word trip around here, trip, or a variation of trip, okay? Now, guys, to trip, actually, I should have changed the meaning. I should have changed the name of the lesson. It's not different uses, different expressions with trip, but different uses of the word trip, because it is really different, all right? Now, all of the expressions I'm going to share here with you are informal. Really informal. So watch out who you use these expressions with. If you're at work, this is not a good idea. But if you're, you know, having a casual conversation with friends, then go for it. I recommend. So first one, to trip, it is a verb. Now keep in mind that one of the possible translations of this verb is to be under the influence of a drug that makes you hallucinate. Oh, is that a butterfly? Oh my God. I'm tripping. So this is one meaning. Literally, if you're tripping, it could mean that you are under the influence of a drug and you are hallucinating. So this is one meaning. Literally, you are hallucinating. You did drugs, and there you go. This is what happens. However, we can use the verb trip figuratively. Okay, I will repeat this again. Figuratively, to claim someone is hallucinating, but not literally hallucinating. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if I say, oh my God, I was tripping. I don't know why I told you the next meeting is on Friday. I was tripping. Of course, I would not use this at work unless I'm talking to a colleague who I trust and it's okay. So see, understand formality. This is informal. So maybe I was talking to my friend and I told my friend to come over on Friday night. And then 5 minutes later, I call her, girl, I'm sorry, I was tripping. I'm not here on Friday. Come on, Priscilla, are you crazy? I'm so sorry, I was tripping. I don't know what I was thinking about. I'm traveling on Friday, so don't come over. I'm not going to be here. So this is one possible interpretation. So to trip means to behave in an irrational way or crazy way, or to be the literal meaning to be under the influence of a drug that makes you hallucinate. But as I said, I can use it figuratively. I'm not literally meaning I'm hallucinating. When I told my friend, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm tripping. I'm not going to be here on Friday night. Don't come, okay? I'm crazy these days. So this is one possible not meaning. This is one possible collocation. And here I have a few more examples. What are you talking about? Are you tripping? So maybe I'm talking to my boyfriend and he starts telling me something weird. And then I look at my boyfriend and I'm like, what are you talking about? Are you tripping? Are you out of your mind? Are you hallucinating? Are you crazy? Figuratively, I'm not talking about drugs here, okay? Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. Another one. Don't listen to Andrew. He's tripping. Oh my God. Never listen to Andrew. He's always tripping. I don't know what's wrong with that man, okay? Maybe he's under the influence of a drug every day, but well, again, I am describing this figuratively. Andrew, he told you that? He was tripping. This is not going to happen, okay? We're not doing this. There you go. So this would be a very nice way to use the word trip. It is not connecting to traveling, because here the word trip, most people know the word trip because of travel. Okay, traveling. No, forget it. Okay. So, never talk to Andrew. He's always tripping. We don't know. We never understand him. And maybe he does drugs. Maybe he does, maybe he is always, every little thing is gonna be all right. We don't know. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, don't forget that. Now, moving on to the second meaning. A trip. Oh, okay. Now, a trip, I can describe someone or something or an experience, okay? And this experience is usually exciting or unusual, different, not common. So I can describe someone who is a trip. Oh, my best friend, she's a trip. She always has these crazy stories. She always tries really different experiences. She always has a story to tell. That's what I can tell you about my best friend. She's such a trip. Well, she always has, the most bizarre things to share with us. Really. You ask her about her last vacation and you get ready. It's a hell of a story. Okay, it's just such a trip. So this is usually, unless the person is weird, okay, it all comes down to the intonation, to the context. If I am showing really negative facial expressions, my friend, he's such a trip. It may not be so positive. So it can be exciting, but remember, exciting and unusual. So this is the thing you will need to interpret. Sometimes something unusual can be good, can be fun. Sometimes something unusual may not be fun. Okay, so interpretation, context, that's very important. Most situations I have seen this word being used, they were being used in a good way. Unusual, different, but hey, cool, exciting. So here are some examples. Oh, I love Karen's parties. They are always such a trip. So I'm talking about Karen's parties. They are always such a trip. I can't wait for Halloween. So here, I'm being positive about it. Wow, they're always exciting, unusual. I love Karen's parties. They're always such a trip. Such a trip is pretty common. You will hear native speakers using that quite often. Oh, such a trip. Oh, that vacation was such a trip. Vacation. So that vacation was such a trip, man. We went to amazing parties. We had the most exotic food. We met the craziest people. I loved it. I had a wonderful time. I had a blast. Okay, had a blast. I had a wonderful time. Next example, my next door neighbor is such a trip. She says the most bizarre things. So here now I'm on the fence. I'm not sure if this is a good thing or it's a bad thing, but maybe you have a neighbor that is a trip. Every time you talk to your neighbor, you have no idea what they're talking about. They're always sharing something weird, something different, and you're always wondering, sure, yeah, of course. I know, so nice, so interesting. So maybe this person has always something unusual, out of the ordinary to talk about. They are not going to be your typical neighbor just talking about the weather, talking about the week, the beginning of the week. No, they're just going to talk, aliens, ETs. Oh, I had this weird dream last night about people dying. They're always going to be like a trip. So it can be a fun, unusual thing, or it can be, whoa, bizarre kind of thing. And guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. That really helps the channel. When you share this video, when you hit like, it really supports my work so that I can come back and do more. And if you're interested, I have an amazing study plan cycle that will help you organize your study routine. It's not my academy, but it's a great course that will help you organize your plan. Okay, check the links in the description of this video. Now let's keep going. Last one, trippy, informal. Everything is pretty informal here, and they're very similar. I just wanted to show these variations because when I decided to create this lesson, I had seen trippy and to trip. And it hit me, oh, okay, I don't have any video about that on my channel. I'm going to talk about that. So all these words are connected to, whoa, okay, out of the ordinary, unusual, hallucinating, okay? So it's nice to know that sometimes. Now, trippy, it's relating or like the strange mental effects by someone who has taken a powerful drug, okay? So again, you can use this literally to describe the effect of a drug, okay? Oh, there was a trippy experience. So, ooh, crazy. Or I can just say that something is similar. It reminds you. Look at the example. It's not that it is going to be a drug that makes you hallucinate, but it gives you the impression of that. That's the catch with trippy. So look, have you heard Alicia's new album? Man, she's made some pretty trippy music. Trippy music. So it's that kind of weird music, that makes you get those psychedelics vibes. So it's trippy. Have you ever listened to trippy music? Well, just go to YouTube and type and type trippy music, you will find it, okay? So it's that idea. It's not that it contains drugs or no, but it gives you that impression. Or maybe when you go to a museum to see art, you see some trippy pieces of work. They're really trippy. It makes you think that the painter was, tripping when they created that work. So this is also the idea. So it can be literal, someone took some kind of drug and now is feeling trippy. Or it can be that something reminds you of that it's trippy. So maybe the movie, the movie was really trippy, but I liked it. This reminds me of that movie. I don't remember the name of the movie, but it's that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. And it's in the dreams, okay? They control the dreams. It's a dream, okay? I can't remember the name of the movie. Maybe I'll remember after class, but the movie is really trippy. Really, when I thought of trippy, I thought of this movie. Trippy. Because it's in a dream world, they control the dreams, and all the movie's trippy. Until this day, I don't know if I understand the movie very well. And another example, honey, you're not making any sense. I'm getting a lot of trippy vibes from you, okay? I've heard this. I'm getting a lot of trippy vibes from you. Explain to me again. So maybe your friend is describing something to you, is telling you about something, but it's really crazy, confusing, bizarre. So you can stop your friend and be like, I'm getting a lot of trippy vibes from you right now. Start again and really try to make this clear. I can't follow. I can't understand what you're saying. Really trippy vibes right now. Are you high? I can even ask, are you high? Are you on drugs? So that's the idea, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Check out the things that I have in the description. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.